exhaust?
Bro, I'm buzzing.
What
The fuck you doing here?
Get him, Blake. Get your leg.
Leonard, are you fucking kidding me, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know where the stink's coming from.
You don't know where the stink's coming from? Probably from all the shit everywhere, you fucking... Holy fuck. I think this place is worth you, Dave. Leonard, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking this shit in there. Oh my god.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Mother, log off your gambling site and vacate the living room.
Fuck you, bish, I gots to gamble.
I need to do my Godot-centered internet show.
But nobody watches your gay little internet show.
Mother, you leave me no choice. Nobody messes with my gay little internet show. All right, and we're back. We got old Gonzalo Lira here. We have our drone that we made yesterday with our big cartoony missiles. We have the motorcycle chase scene that's all fucked up. We have this enemy, which I'm going to close because we don't need them anymore. We just need this drone. We had ChatGPT make this script for us, but I had it use my type of state machine, so it's very easy to see where it's changing. Reserved for melee variant. All right, so what we need to do is make this raycast longer, I think. Oh, it's actually... let me see. Where is this raycast coming from? Raycast 3D. So is it shooting from the floor? And where are the markers? The markers need to be moved. Markers, we're going to move up to here. The raycast, I think we should extend basically from the front of this. I mean, why not? That would make more sense, right? Because I think from right there it was extending through that and it was causing us some problems. I thought I was abandoning this game. No, I just decided why not fucking finish it. Really, I was just getting frustrated with the mechanics and I was like, I want to do something else. But then I kind of like started getting into it and really having fun like creating this shit. A lot of it was I just thought the premise was stale. I couldn't figure out a way to make it work. And then I kind of like, now I kind of have a cohesive thing we're going to do with it. And it's like, let's actually make it fun. You'll be replacing the toilet. Nice. But yeah, so I was going to abandon this game just because I was like so fucking bored with it, and I was doing some other stuff. But you know what? Fuck it. I think we're gonna finish this game just because I've gone this far, and you might as well. Let's go to normal. So this is what it really looks like. This booger fucking green, wonderful. Yeah, well, let's actually play this one. So there's some issues here. We're gonna have Gonzalo on his motorcycle right here. We're gonna have him shooting and escaping drones. And I want to have like cutscenes coming in of like. I think it'd be really funny if we could get you know, like Ralph in here, and he's like, Gonzalo, they're coming for you. I've seen it on the Kiwi farms, or something like that. That would be really funny. But yeah, we can speed up. We need to make the motorcycle actually speed up like a motorcycle instead of just going to max speed. It also goes like right through the fucking map. We need to adjust the curve. And my idea is to take the motorcycle and basically get the normal of whatever surface we're on, and then apply that to this node right here, which actually holds the motorcycle. So if we're applying that normal based on like what we're actually following, it'll be like a magnet. We'll be like stuck to whatever surface like a magnet, so we'll actually be on it. And I think we'll have a good amount of room to like maneuver back and forth. I gotta move the camera so it actually moves with the motorcycle, but we can't have it shit, we can't have it what do I fucking call it? Move directly with the motorcycle because it looks weird. So yeah, this looks really bad, but we'll fix all that. So it looks like we're just flying through the fucking air. Then I think we come back around, and this will be the end of the track. So yeah, let's keep going. Where is the fucking end? And we just loop, so it goes right back onto here. So I guess the idea here would be like you got to kill like 17 drones, and then maybe we'll have like the an exit open up or something. Or I wanted to make a scene where like you know, just like in the music video that we were looking at yesterday for that song from Soundgarden. They had the whole police blockade, except it'll be like a bunch of Ukrainians there. And then, you know, there'll obviously be some type of ramp. He'll go off the ramp, probably like jump off the drone, fly into the sky, and that'll be the ending credits. And then we'll have we're going to have a big picture of like Hulk Hogan, and it's going to say like RIP Hulk Hogan. You know, just to commemorate him since he died. And then maybe Ozzy too. Maybe we'll do like RIP Ozzy, and then we'll do RIP Gonzalo. That's how I'm imagining this in my head. Very positive message we're sending. All right. But to do that, we got to get the drone going. And then the idea was to have like a scene like this where you got to defend against the drone. So there's two different mechanics in the game. The first is the driving with the drone chase, and the second is the drones coming at us, trying to shoot at us with these big ass cartoony missiles, and we blast them away. So let me go back to this initial building. We're gonna go to, I think, this guy and delete him. So now we just have our drone right here, and let's see what that looks like right now. Cool, so if we approach our drone, he no longer sees us. Or maybe he does. Oh, it's following us, but it's faster than us. That's interesting. That didn't happen yesterday. Let me go back to the drone, and we'll, he's got this big, maybe we need to make this a little smaller. This is his detection area. We'll make that a little bit smaller. And then we got to turn his speed down. What is your speed? Let's go with like 8, just a little bit slower than we are. And I'll run that. Does it actually turn to face us? I don't think so. Damn, we're not even triggering it. What the fuck? This was working last time, right? Let me go here. Debug visible collision shapes. How's it going, Phoenix? Our drone is broken. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Oh, we're just below. Yo, isn't that crazy? But I think if we go right here... see, then it like moves into a weird state if we get to there without triggering it. And so now it just follows us around. That's crazy. Yeah, so all I have to do is go to the drone. And why are we so high up in the sky? Alright. That makes me think of this fucking meme I saw yesterday. It was like what people who don't like System of a Down think System of a Down sounds like. And it's just people like screaming into the mic like, terracotta pie! And that's so fucking accurate. Because I've tried to show some people System of a Down and they're like, this is fucking garbage, man. This sucks. And I'm like, no, dude, it's cool. Yeah. So it looks like it's in the chase state because we're inside of its radius that it can see. It's facing the wrong way. And then if we get out of here, it's in idle. Why is it saying it's colliding? That's weird. So that's actually looking pretty good. We just need it to be further back and further away so we can like actually shoot at you. So it basically just keeps getting closer, right? And then it goes to shoot. So we need to up the distance between this so when it gets closer it'll actually shoot at you. Those big cartoony missiles are so fucking funny, dude. They're like a Looney Tunes thing. It's gonna be like, I want to have them do like loop-de-loops. That would be absolutely retarded. That would be really funny though. So we got to make this box bigger, and we're gonna have to make. We probably should make it a circle because if we saw that thing that happened there, where it just gets like barely out of range when it turned around like that, that was pretty funny. So if you're like at a corner and you come at it, it's gonna look right at you and then be like, "Where'd he go? Must have been the wind." Dude, we have to add that in as one of the drone's lines. Oh, must have been the wind. Alright, so we gotta go to the drone Aruni and spin this fucker. So just positive 90? Is that what you're telling me? I think so. Yeah, my plan for today is I was gonna fucking do this stream for a little bit, and then I was gonna actually, boot up Dark Souls 2 and probably do a playthrough of Dark Souls, just because like I've been fucking grinding on these games. I want to relax or something. And we're playing Scholar of the First Sin. We're not doing the original version because the original version is garbage. You definitely want Scholar of the First Sin. I've never done the last boss fight with the head guy, the big giant head that comes out of the ground. I think that's like a big part of the Scholar of the First Sin lore. They like rebuilt the whole game around him. I remember watching, there's like, what is it, the Vadi Vidya, whatever the fuck, who did all the Dark Souls lore videos. Those are pretty good. Oh, we were going to make this into a cylinder because they're easier to account for. And we're going to probably take the... Why is the transform all fucked up? All right. Oh, I wanted to ask, has anyone here ever done like software QA testing before? Because I was like looking at jobs doing that, and I wanted to see what people, if they had any experience doing it, whether it sucked or not. It looked like there were some remote jobs, and I was like, damn, that would be kind of interesting to try for a little while. If anyone's got experience doing that, if they could let me know whether it's like cool or not. I'm sure it's very boring, kind of like doing an accounting job or like, you know, real estate, not real estate, but like, like some type of a healthcare job where you enter shit into a computer all day. That's what it reminds me of. But you know, those are usually like pretty lucrative. They're really boring, but all right, let's try that. It should face us now. Oh, we got to make that raycast longer too. At least it's already, oh, it already points to us and it gets longer, and we just need to, why is it not shooting at us? So what is the condition to make it shoot? Let's go take a look at this. How can ChatGPT not get it perfect the exact first time? States.shoot, control F, shoot. I want to do something interesting after this. I'm going to ask ChatGPT, how would I improve my coding? Since I gave you my code yesterday, what do you think? If we're too close or too far away, also re-anchor direction straight away from toward player. Okay. Min shoot range, max shoot range. Okay, so we'll just adapt those. Min shoot range. Let's go. So if that was 8, 16. If we double it, I think like, what is it, 32? So time the 4 times, and then the max shoot range should be maybe 64. 64 units. I think that'll do it. All right, let's try that. I don't know what that raycast coming off the bottom of the fucking thing is. But yeah, we have chase, and then, so we have shoot right there, so that kind of makes sense. We might even need to make that further back if we're doing the rockets. Yeah, if the rockets, let's go 128. 128, and the minimum shoot range is 32. Let's try that. So it's basically already shooting at me. And if I go over here, then it's chasing. And then right there, it'll be shooting. So that is kind of far away. We might want to put some type of like effect on these guys so you can see them. And then I have to make my character move with the, I gotta make him move like with the gun and add a reticle and shit. Maybe we'll try and do that without ChatGPT, I don't know. I like that he always targets you though, that's very menacing. Alright, so, cool, we have the shoot here. Where the hell? So we have this. Look at, hover target, fire projectile. So that's so fucking, it's learning, man. This is ChatGPT 5. GPT 4 sucked, and then this is getting much better. So all we have to do is really put in the fucking bullet here. This is really, I feel like I'm being replaced, dude. I feel personally offended. All right. Mixed use of tabs and spaces. How dare you fuck up that? I can't believe it. So instead of that, we're going to make a rocket. We'll have rocket power. Which is what King Cobra watches, which is really funny to me. So they asked like King Cobra what he does all day, and I guess a lot of it is he watches like Nickelodeon shows and like Rocket Power and stuff, which is really fucking funny. So we just want the GLB. Yeah, GPT-5. Yeah, very interesting. Shit's pretty awesome. I wanted to bring that into. I wanted to do 3D scene. I'm gonna call this rocket. Rocket, and then we'll add the drone in here. The drone TSCN. How's it going, Void Air, by the way? And I think I said hi to Phoenix. How's it going, T? Alright, so... Oh shit, not the fucking full drone. That's not what I want. I want the GLB. There we go. And I just want the rocket. So, make local. There we go. We'll bring the rocket out. We'll delete everything else. We're going to add a big cartoony thing of smoke so you know that it's a joke. We'll have this right here. We got to add a, what is it, particle, GPU particles, and I'm going to bring that back probably to the end right here. Alright, I'm going to play some fucking music in the background. I got NuFi. So there we go. Alright, so we'll get some particles going. I'm glad I moved these over here, but it's probably going to fuck me up and I'm going to be like looking at the wrong stuff the entire time. What the I think we'll skip that one. There we go. Not sure what was going on there. Alright, particle, process, material. We want to go to... I think I'm just going to do a quad mesh. And then we'll have to... Should we make something in GIMP? Just simple smoke, I guess. We do that a lot, but I might as well do it now. Yeah, I wanted to do a Dark Souls 2 stream. My brother was like, yo, do you want to do a... he's been playing this game called Chivalry, and he really wants me to play it with him. And I'm like, damn, I played it at his house. It's really fun. It's like, you're just on a big map swinging around like broadswords and shit like that, trying to kill other players. But it's like the scale of it is really big. It's like Battlefield scale. So... and then I also play Dark and Darker. I think that game might be dying, though. I don't think anyone's going to jump in on it. So we should get rid of the gravity, or have the gravity go backwards on the X, right? So like negative 9.8. But yeah, Dark Souls 2, definitely one of the best. We'll have it go up in the air, so like 0.3, 0.2. Let's just go like 2. Have it go up a little bit. Cool. We gotta make them... Oh shit, we gotta move that back and move this over here. Hopefully the music's not too loud. It's really hard for me to tell on my end. Alright. Okay, so yeah, is GIMP finally open? Awesome. We'll just make a new one. I think we'll do... What? 512 by 512. Isn't that like a regular size? Oh, I cut my grass today. I actually went outside and did something. My grass was looking like shit. I'm sure all the neighbors are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I keep getting businesses that do lawn care and they keep leaving the thing on my door. Like as a gentle hint, like, hey, why don't you cut your fucking grass? I'm glad there's no HOA here. But like my neighbor has a car that's like dead in his backyard, so it's like, who gives a fuck? You can't complain about my shit. Let's just grab a... I think grabbing a white is the best because you can always colorize it later. And then we just go up here and add like... let's just try 1 this time. I'm gonna just do that and then we'll go export as smoke. Scrape from Ukraine. Did I... Oh, I thought I misspelled that or something. Textures, let's go smoke. I've heard we can make this as a WebP. Let's try it as a WebP. Smoke dot WebP. Is that going to... I've heard that saves us actual like processing time in Godot. ChatGPT told me that. I don't know if I believe him, but we're gonna build our game based on it. We're gonna have faith in the great machine. I don't know. Alright, so what are we doing? The material, we gotta go to albedo and quick load. Why don't you load anything? Oh, start searching. So if I type in smoke, oh damn. Yo, I was using that like a caveman. Alright, billboard enabled. Keep scale true. We gotta go to transparency. Alpha. So there we go. I think we're going to turn off shading. I think unshaded would look cool. And we'll just go to... let's see. I think it's in... isn't it in display now? We go to the scale and we can put a scale curve on it. I mean, we do this shit every time, but it works really well. So it fades out over time. We don't have to have it go completely out or whatever, and then we'll add a color curve on it. Color ramp, new gradient texture. Oh, we can have an alpha curve? Damn, that's pretty sick. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, can we edit this gradient? Is it changing anything? I think we have to check something in our materials real quick. So whenever that's not changing, I think it's this thing down here. You gotta say... it's one of these, right? Oh no, I think it's vertex colors uses albedo, and then you can actually see the change. So there we go. Hold on. Alright. Nice. So now we can adjust this. I think we can even change the alpha in here, so we could just go like more alpha on that. I'll probably have more smoke there, and we'll make it like a more of like a darker gray, and then it will go white as it goes into the sky. And we'll also have to make it, I think we're gonna do like fully transparent almost on that side, and then we'll do one in the middle where it's, you know, more visible. So I think that's not bad. I might want more than that. What if I did like 64? That's a little too many. I want to see the individual ones, so let's do 32. I don't know, maybe 16. That's kind of more what I'm going for, is that type shit. And can we do randomness? Yeah, something like that would look a little bit better. What if we gave it a little bit of explosiveness? That looks like shit. That's kind of more like what I'm going for. That looks a little better. I think I am going to randomize the direction. Well, no, I mean, it'll be flying through the air, so we'll see some of that. I think we need to make the whole thing a little bit bigger. I think it's just too small. It doesn't look very impressive. Hopefully it'll be easy to see in the real world. Where is it? What are we gonna do? I guess we could change the scale on the up here. So we got scale open, and we'll just go max will be like 5 and minimum will be 1. Yeah, that'll be fine. So something more like that, and then we might not even want it all the way up to 5, just, you know. Yeah, I kind of like that. That might be a little big at the beginning, but I'm just going to see how that looks. I just want it very visible. So we'll save it in the enemy scene, And then the rocket, I guess we'll have it, we could just have it do, it's just gonna run right at the player, right? So can't we just get, let's write a little script, create, we could just have it move towards the player. That would be cool. Let's just do that. Can we do move towards, and we'll put this is like the dumbest logic in the fucking world. At onReady var player equals, we're just going to set it equal to null, and then we'll say if player is not equal to null, if player is not equal to null, then we will move toward. And then what are we going to move towards? The player, of course. So then we're just going to have a set player function here. I'm going to get rid of this ready function. We're just going to do a func fire, and we can pass in the player here. I'm going to say use player just so I can differentiate in my head the variables. Or I'm going to say incoming player. That makes more sense to me. Incoming player, that way we know it's like incoming, and then we're going to say incoming player equals player. There we go. And then we're going to move towards the player. Expected at least 3. What arguments do you expect? You fuck. From, too. So from our location, so that'll be self dot location or position. All right. Player dot global position, and the last one is what? Delta. So yeah, we'll pass in delta. There we go. Argument 1 should be float, but is vector 3. What do you mean? Oh, move towards, from, move from to, will not go past. Oh, so this is actually just moving a float. Dude, I'm retarded. I thought there was like a 3D function to move towards. I guess I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, let's not do that then. So we are, I mean, this is what we need though. We need our self dot position, we need the player's global position, and then we're going to multiply that by delta. We just have to figure out how to rearrange these to get what we want. So we're going to say self dot position. Let me just go to, how did the drone do it in here? Player position. So we're looking at it, and then hover target, desired velocity. This is what we're looking for. Hover target minus our global position times 2. And then move toward. Okay, this is what we wanted. So there is a function, right? Let me take a look at this. Returns a new vector. Okay, yeah. So I wasn't stupid. I was just using the wrong one. So we can say move toward. Why is it purple over here and blue over there? Very interesting. Why does it require 3 functions here? So if I click on this one, this is that global scope. And if I click on the other one, it's going to be. Oh, we're calling that on a vector, so we have to call it on a vector. That would make sense. And then we feed that vector something. So that's hold position-ish. Let me take a look at just a... Damn, this did it in a pretty complicated way. I'm just looking at these. Desired perch at a preferred radius and height, a little orbit offset. Let me do this. We're going to use this to expand my knowledge. I think I've asked it this question before, but I want to see what it comes up to now. let's go. Give me the simplest way to move a 3D object toward another object in Godot. Right, so yeah, the direction, the global transform minus your transform normalized, and that is where you want to go, so you multiply that by speed. I always forget that. I'm not really great at remembering equations, but let's see if I can remember it now. It's a little memory trick. We'll see if we can get it. So, I actually have it open on the other screen, so I'm already cheating. So we take our position. So the target, we're going to subtract it by where we are. Normalize that. And we'll say this will be our direction. Var dir minus that, and we gotta normalize it for some reason. Let's grab. We just have to put some parentheses around these so it normalizes everything. Cool. And then global transform dot origin plus equals. All right, so we'll say maybe we can even do position, or we'll just do, yeah, we'll do global transform. Global transform dot origin plus equals direction times speed times delta. So this is kind of like the one I want to embed in my mind. Speed, we need to make a speed. No speed at already var, we gotta go fast. We'll just set it equal to like 4. So they should lazily drift towards us, I believe. Let's try that. And then we have to say, all we're doing here is setting the player. So when we fire this thing, we're gonna have to flip this. I'm just going to Control C, we'll go back to our drone. When we're firing, we're gonna say, right after we add it, fire. So what is that? Bullet dot fire, and we'll actually get the right scene. Rocket. Can you cooperate? Rocket.tscn. Damn, I got bit up by mosquitoes on the top of my head, and now they're like giving me a headache. Alright, so now we just need to define, we just pass in ourself. No, we gotta pass in our player. Do we have global access to the player? Current player? Awesome, we do. Perfect. And we're setting the direction. So we should actually put the fire down here after we set the direction. That would make sense. And yeah, that should all work then. Once we get into distance. I didn't realize you could do instantiate on the same line. I would always like break this up into 2 lines. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and I guess we'll run it. We'll see what happens. Set direction. Non-existent function. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that. I guess it would be look at, but we're just going to do that and see what happens. Alright, are you going to shoot? It looks like it is shooting. Did we spawn our rocket? So it's chasing. Is the rocket coming at us? I don't think the rocket's coming at us. Yeah. Let's just print player, incoming player. Here is the player from the drone. And yeah, we'll run that. I just want to see that that's coming in. Here is the player from the drone, player character, awesome. So we are subtracting maybe we don't have the speed high enough. Let's crank the speed up. Let's go speed 45. That's a lot faster. Let's see if it actually comes at us. I might just be being really stupid. Oh, now we're just playing the rocket scene. Awesome. Alright, it's shooting. It's not moving at all. But it does recognize us. Here's the player from the drone. If player is not equal to null, I guess we'll print here. Oh, we never apply it to anything. We just get the fucking shit. I think we have to say global transform.origin. Well, actually, we are applying it. So maybe we're never getting here. Let me go here, print, shooting. If player is not equal to null, this runs every frame. We're setting the, oh, dude. Very intelligent right there. This is some next level shit. There we go. Yeah, I'm a master coder. I am a video engineer, okay? I know what I'm doing over here. Very intelligent stuff going on. I'm actually like kind of sweating it because now I have like only hard stuff left to do. And it's like, oh god, it's coming. Yeah, so right now it's pretty much just heat seeking the fuck out of us. We're pretty much down for the count at this point, and we're Gonzalo. That's so funny. Alright, so we're also going to do this. We gotta add some more context right here. Global position, and then we're gonna add a vector right here. A vector 3 is gonna bring us up a little bit on the x-axis. We're gonna rock back and forth on the x and y axis. Catching up on back taxes. Oh, by the way, guys, I need you all to donate because I didn't pay my taxes this year, and the government's coming to destroy me because I'm DSP. So that should bring it up a little bit, or it should go the other way. I'm just trying to see which way it goes. So that went underneath us, so we need to go positive 2, and let's go like 10. So that's just an offset to bring it up in the y-axis. And then when we hit the player, we'll just go, we'll go splody. So yeah, it's coming at us. We got to make it face the player as well. Cool. That's pretty funny. Goes right for our dick. It's a dick-seeking missile. It looks like we don't reset the shoot value though. Yeah, but for right now, I have to take a break real quick. I just gotta use the bathroom, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave this on the screen and hit up my classic BRB. And yeah, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hold on. Oh, fuck. That's the wrong shit. There we go. Turn back on the camera. Nice. Alright. So we gotta make the thing continue to shoot at us. We gotta make the guns go splody. And then we have to make Gonzalo actually face like what he's so like if I look up right now, Gonzalo is still looking straight in the middle. If I look down, he's still looking, you know, straight in the middle. We have to make him actually face there. And ChatGPT had some answers for what we can do. I think one of them was we're actually going to do like a look at on the so if I move, the gun barrel is facing that way. We got to make the gun like always face forward, basically. We're going to put a ray cast on the gun, and then whatever the gun is looking at, we're going to point Gonzalo's like spine towards. And I think that's actually like super effective. So if you imagine like the gun pointing forward, and you got a ray cast coming out, and then we're going to be turning like the base, like root node of the spine, like wherever the thing is pointing at. So pretty sick. I think that's going to work really well. I think that's kind of a complicated function for me just because I've never done it before, but hopefully that'll work. I like that little thing like always chasing us. Alright. We're going to have fog in there eventually, but what else do we need to do? I can get rid of that. I can get rid of this. So the speed probably going to be somewhere around 25, very cartoony, and we're going to probably add some turbulence or something to it. We also have to add a function explode and pass, and yeah, I guess we'll just do we got to make some type of area, right? Area 3D. We're going to put a collision shape on this thing. This is something, you know, this is like one of the easier things to do, I guess. We'll go new sphere shape, and I guess if they hit us, we should just make it go like kaboom or whatever. So this doesn't have to be like the actual size of the explosion. This just has to be like that, and we'll make like a I don't know. I'm thinking like, do we want to have these hit the ground and make like a big fireball or something? Because that's like extra coating, and it's also going to be a pain in the ass. Whereas these are like easily seeable projectiles that we can like shoot out of the sky. You know what I mean? I think that's a better idea. So we're actually going to change this shape into a capsule, and I'm going to spin it around. I think that'll be the move. Is we'll make these like, just because I want to experiment with this game and not like, you know, get stuck in just making like a boring ass FPS. I want to have like weird goofy missiles that are flying at you and you can shoot them down. Alright. Fucking art list, you fuck. I'll go to the techno playlist. Okay. So we want to, if we shoot this, it'll blow up, and if we hit the player, this will blow up. But for right now, who's gonna actually, I think we should just leave this as it is and add this to a group and call it like, we'll call this missile area. And I think our player is gonna actually record the hit on ourselves. That would make more sense. So we might alter this collision shape. If I make multiple collision shapes on the player, can I disable some of them and turn on others? Like if I do this and I say, let me just add a new capsule and say this is his crouch capsule. Fucking please cooperate with me, Godot. Alright. So we have this here. I mean, this is pretty loose. Like, you know, this probably would not fly in a real FPS game. for sure, because it's like, you know, just a big fucking glob. But yeah, so we'll use that as like his crouched. We're probably gonna make it the same amount thick, like that. And we're gonna make this like a red debug color. Actually, we'll make it yellow. Oh damn! Does that do it for both of them? No, it doesn't. So there we go. So we have his crouch debug there, and then we'll do another one for prone. I'll probably make. And my idea is to just set these enabled and disabled. I don't know if that's going to work very well, but that was the approach I was going to try. And maybe we'll keep one for the player, and then we'll actually do this. I think I'll do. Should I make area 3Ds? And we'll just have the collision shapes, because I can always like duplicate this and then have this be here and have this one be there as well. So now they no longer affect player movement because they're not on the player script. They'll just react with this, and we'll call this hurt shape. So this is where we actually take damage, and then wherever we're at, we're still going to be using the regular walking whatever the fuck it's called, the capsule. I gotta go out to my car and get some warm ass fucking sparkling water. Give me 1 second. Got it. Sorry, I need to have a constant supply of sparkling water and coffee to work. Alright. Okay, what the hell am I going to do now? So the hurt shape should be controlling our damage. So we'll go to node. I think I'm going to do area entered. We'll do connect, and we'll connect that to the player. The biggest thing for me in Godot is these function calls from animation player. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Been loving Godot. I don't know much about Godot. Can I use IK for dynamic animations? Do we still have IK? Skeleton IK 3D. How does this work again? A node used to rotate all bones of a skeleton 3D bone chain in a way that places the end bone at a desired 3D position. Yeah, so I think we can use this, and we might use it. For this game jam, it's a whole lot to do, but I think I have experimented with this a little bit. Just not since Godot made all these improvements. I bet this is much better now, but so I guess you just initiate it after you set up the node. You start it, and then you set the influence. I think I actually did fuck around with it way back in like, I think it was like 3.5, so even before 4. So what I'm going to do for the player, one way I was going to do it is, oh yeah, the head moving down. I don't know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now I just need for the rocket to blow up when it hits us, so we're going to add the rocket to a group. We'll say missile, yeah, whatever. And so we go to the drone, we go to the player actually, I gotta finish one fucking thing at a time. All we gotta do is take some damage. We gotta come up with a health bar and make a little bit of UI. Yeah, I think Godot is like my favorite thing to code in. I don't like the interface that much. I mean, they made some improvements. It's getting better, but you know. Alright, so we'll say if area.is in group, we'll get the group missile, and then we will, let's see, what are we going to do? We have to do damage, so we'll say take damage. We're going to have to make that function, and we'll just put in like an arbitrary amount. We'll just go with 10, and we'll say func take damage. We'll say pass. This song is really pissing me off, like it always does. We'll skip it. Let's go to the country playlist. There we go. Something a little more tame. Alright, and then we'll say amount. Here we go, and then we gotta make a health variable, so on ready var health. That's how you spell it, right? Yeah. What are we gonna say here? Health. I just like to make it 100. 100 always seems right. 100, 100. So, we'll do health at 100, and I guess we'll just subtract from it. So, we should actually, if we want to do like a leveling system, which we probably won't do because it's fucking retarded. Let's just go health minus equals amount. Cool. And then we'll check. We'll have to update health bar, and we'll probably call that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say get tree dot call group. We'll say UI update health bar. This is stuff I haven't made yet, but I've done it so many times that this is how I'm gonna do it. Update health bar. What are we gonna do? And then send in the amount. We'll just send in health here, and then we can just set that variable. We'll put a progress bar somewhere on our camera 3D here. So we're gonna add a control to make some UI. Control, and then on the control, let's add a progress bar. Cool. And then we can go to the 2D. We don't really need it to be that crazy right now. It just needs to be like right there. If I inspect this, we can go 1 to 100. The step is going to be 1. What is this? Intermediate. When set to true, the progress bar indicates that something is happening with an animation, but does not show the fill percentage or value. No, we don't want that. Okay. Yeah, we'll do rounded. Allow greater or lesser. No. Cool. We can add a theme and all that shit later. All we have to do right now is go here and go to the create. So we'll get rid of this, and we're gonna say, what was it? Func. I think it was update. Update health bar. Yeah. Update health bar. And then we'll just pass in the health right here. And then we have to just say mode fill. Progress bar dot value equals health. There we go. Where did you see that? Oh, fill mode. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Yeah, that'd be really funny, bottom to top, but it's all skinny and horizontal, so it fills up like really stupidly. Just to annoy people. That would be great. I think we'll keep it as it is right now. I would like to, I kind of like the one where it goes in a circle. Those are really cool. I like those. But let's try that. Oh, are we actually going to take damage? We should, right? We don't have any, like, you know, it should just continually damage us to death. Let's do another one. We're going to go to the rocket. and we'll say Q free basically is all we need to do. We don't need to do anything else but just explode. And we might like, we could even bring in a little explosion in the world. I think that's what we're going to do, is make explosion here, and we'll just add some GPU particles. Let's go to 3D. Draw passes. Should we make them like spheres and just have it be like boom, a bunch of spears pop out? I think that'd be cool. I want to see the difference in like actually rendering all those polygons. That would probably fuck us over. We should probably do the quad match for real. That might look a little cheesy, but we'll see. New particles, and we're gonna do, I think the gravity should go up in the air. So we're gonna go negative, actually positive 5. We're gonna have to go to the material here and change a bunch of shit. New standard, click that open. Right off the back, I know we need alpha. I think we're gonna go unshaded. That'll be better for us. We'll use the albedo. The albedo, we have to quick load the smoke. The billboard, we're going to set to enabled, and keep scale, grow as well, I think. No, we don't need that one, and that's it. So I connected it with, where is the, in the player. Oh, that's right. I never added it to a group. Yeah, you're right. I took that for granted. If I go back to the player script, where's the take damage? I forgot to code all that. So we're calling the group UI, and I forgot to put the UI into a code. So I'm just going to go here and say node groups. Where's that? Oh, I'm already in it. Groups, UI, and then there. And so this will call the group UI and update health bar. I could just call it by getting it as a node of this tree as well, but I kind of like to do it this way for UI. It just makes it feel better. So that's how we're contacting it. We could also use a signal, which is how Godot would probably want you to do it. I think this is actually more cost intensive than the signal. I could be wrong on that. So now what are we doing? Oh, let's get rid of that shit. That's just hanging out. So in the rocket, we're doing that. We have this. This is going to be our explosion. Nathan explosion. Explosion. I just thought of the fucking death clock shit. Explosion. Alright, we got the fucking smoke going up in the air. We need a more of like a boom. So accelerations. This is the part that I'm not really good at. What does this do? Not much. Turbulence, display. So the scale I know how to do. We're gonna do that first. We're gonna make the scale bigger, add a scale curve. Not quite that big. Let's make this bigger so we can actually adjust it. So I guess we'll go kind of back out and acceleration. Where the fuck is that going? We got a bunch of shit going on, but I don't know. Angular velocity. What does that do for us? Let's turn off some of these, just because they're not really doing anything for us. Linear acceleration. Directional velocity. Where you set the spawn? Here we go. Position. I guess we want to start from one position. Velocity, inherent velocity. Spread. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I was like, damn, how do you fucking make that shit happen? We're probably gonna need like at least 64. So like that. Yeah, we'll just do like one of these we just need to do, we go to time, and we go to explosiveness. So it'll just be like that, and then it will, you know, it's actually not applying any damage, it's just showing us there's an explosion going on. So, yeah, one shot basically. We'll just spawn it, and then once it's done, we'll queue free. Is there a way, are there any signals? Yeah, we got a finish signal. Oh, we need to make a little script here. Yeah, finished, connect. Let's see if this does what I think it does. I've never used that before, so then we're just gonna go queue free. So we should get an explosion. Let's just save it in the enemy folder. The less smoke from the rocket, the more cartoonish it's gonna be. I guess that's true. I don't know, we'll have to adjust it. Let's see, then we're just gonna spawn this whenever we hit. Should we spawn it from the rocket before we queue free? Or we should have the player spawn it, it really doesn't matter. We should spawn it from the rocket, that would only make sense. Yeah. Cool. And when are we telling it to explode? Don't we need to... yeah, I guess in the player state as well, we need to, instead of, we need to also call area.explode. There we go. So now we're telling the missile to explode. And I think what we'll do is instantiate the other thing. Well, you see, we want to instantiate before we queue free ourselves. We might just tell our... do we have a game manager? Let's see, do we? I don't think we do. We don't have a game manager. Whatever. So we'll just tell... Do we have a script on the world? We'll just call this world real quick. I'm going to add a script, and then we'll have the world spawn it. That'll be one way to do it. Func, we'll say ready, and we'll say add to group, and we'll just say world. Nice. Cool. And what we'll do is when we get hit, the rocket is going to say get tree.call group world, and we'll say spawn explosion. Sorry, I got something in my fucking nose. Explosion. And then we want to pass in just our position, global position, global position. There we go. Yeah, we need to make this a string. Cool. Yeah, and then we'll pass in our global position. So all we need to do is go back to our world and add that in. So we just need to go func spawn explosion, and we'll say pause, and we'll just I'm gonna go to our drone scene. I'm actually just gonna copy all this and then fill it in from the shit here. I just don't feel like typing it all, and we already have all the things we need. We just get rid of that. All we're doing is adding it as a child, instantiating it. So we'll go back. What do we need here? We want the explosion.tscn, and I think it should go off as soon as it's loaded, right? Emitting equals true, so it'll just blow up as soon as it hits us, right? Let's just try that and see what happens, just to see if it shows up. We still have to kind of tweak it a little bit, I'm sure. Let's see. Oh, the rockets are coming. Explode. 9 just in call in base 3D. Oh, area.get parent. dot explode. Because we're on the rocket, so we're actually checking this area, so we got to get the parent and call the function on that. That should work now. Alright, it's coming right for you, Gonzalo. Look out. It might have made the explosion somewhere. I don't think it did, though. Let me do this. I'm gonna print. Print. We'll go print. Beware. Beware I live. From the explosion. And you know what I'll do? I'll actually set this instead of one shot. We're just gonna make it keep going off. That way I'll definitely see it if it's there. Add print statement. Yeah, way ahead of you because you got a 10-second delay. But yeah, just kidding. Look out, Gonzalo. Damn. So it was working. It was just all fucked up. Like most of my code, it was working. It's just not working right now, okay? See? It's your problem, not mine. It's way too big as well. So we're going to have to change whatever I changed stupidly in here. What scale did we set for ourselves here? I think we went from like 84, so I guess we're gonna need like maybe 5 to I think 25 might be as big as I want to go, and we'll try that. Missiles are coming. So it does spawn them on the ground, so we have to make it... okay, so it spawns from the actual missile hit us. I think we're going to do this. On the rocket, we're going to add more of an offset here. We're going to go with 20, so it comes more for our face. I think that'll give us a better explosion. Less time. Oh, it also means this isn't playing, so let's add this. Print. Are you done yet? Yeah, and we don't need this. And it's clearly not queue freeing, so I don't expect this to play. I guess if we put it on one shot, it probably will play. Lifetime 1 second. I kind of like that it's we're able to see it right now. Let me also do this. I'm just gonna go and make it more reddish. Just for shits and giggles, we'll do a color ramp like we always do. I'm very imaginative here. We'll go here and we'll make it like red. And we'll make this one like a yellow. And we gotta make it more transparent on all of these. And then the end will be like a gray smoke or whatever. A 1 lifetime second may be too long. You might be right on that. What do you think? I guess we'll go half a second. Let's see what that looks like. That actually does look better. I forgot I could view it as I was making all these changes. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's just to let us know we got hit. This doesn't have anything to do with like the actual damage that we're gonna receive. Or like this has no collision on it, so yeah, we'll say emitting. I'm gonna set 1 shot to 1, and I just want to see what print statements come up. But yeah, I think that did look better. Oops. Oh no, it's hovering right above us. The fucking missile of Damocles. Alright, so let's go 15. Damn, I got some... I think I have some cookies and I really want to fucking cook them. I got them from Food Lion. They're the type you just put on the pan. Okay, so we clearly have an issue if we set it up like that. Beware, I live from the explosion, and it just looks like they didn't go off or whatever. Oh, I forgot to set that to on, so let's try that now. Does it just flip it immediately? I think we should set emitting to on in here. Whoops. Emitting equals true, right? What do you mean it's not declared? Oh, GPU particles 3D dot emitting. Let's try that. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so that's better. I don't know why it's over there though. Let's try that again. Huh. So it's a little bit off on where it actually hit, but we could get like where it hits our character in a bunch of different ways and fix that. What else do I want to try and accomplish? I don't know, I'm trying to think. I'm actually like freaking starving, so I think I might go get some food. Coordinates 0, 0, 0. Let's take a look at, I have a feeling it's based on like how our rocket is designed. So where are we spawning? Global position, so we're sending our global position to the world up here, which is then adding it there, but we're not actually setting the position. That's funny. We're just placing it in as a child. That actually worked really well. That's funny because we're standing next to the center of the world. That's so funny, dude. Hold on, let me try something really quickly. I'm gonna run like way the fuck back, and I think something cool should happen. So the center of the world is like over there. So yeah, it was spawning in the center, and it wasn't spawning. So you're actually right. I didn't realize what you were saying, but you're right. Yeah. So now we just need to say bullet dot position. I think we can actually just set the position on it equals pause. We might have to go global position actually. Global position equals pause, and we should be good there. That should actually blow up on us now. Maybe we'll use the Mersh sound for when he gets fainting. When he did that, like, we'll use that when we get hit. Yeah, dude, that's actually pretty damn good. That's not bad at all. Hold on. Let's try that again. Whoops. We'll face that. Boom. So then, yeah, we get hit. So we just need some visual feedback, and then the health bar didn't update. How's it going? You're doing the Lord's work. Thank you. Let's go here. We are taking the damage. UI update health bar. I bet I misspelled this. So we'll go here, and then we'll go to my player. There we go. I don't know how I fucked that up. Oh, there's no... There we go. Let me go back to my... Very intelligent. Let's try that now. We should see some damage. Yeah, so now we take 90, and now we just need to set the guy up to continue shooting. But yeah, I'm like freaking starving, so I have to go get some food, and I'll probably come back on a little bit later and have a better game plan for what I'm gonna do. Or probably not. I'll probably just come back in here and fuck around until I get shit done. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out, and I'm trying to do a Dark Souls 2 stream later, probably like super late tonight. I gotta like download the game and all that shit, but Yeah, peace out, and I'll be back on in like maybe like an hour or whatever.